Okay, everybody, get some popcorn, get some drinks. We're gonna get going right away.
It's a good idea.
Yep. Got a Solana puzzle for someone tonight. See? Think about that. You could be the lucky winner of the Solana puzzle. Solana is in my wrap-up, what we're going to be talking about. Solana's in there because Solana is wreaking havoc in crypto. I don't know if you know that or not, but oh my lord, it's kind of frightening. I got to be honest, it's kind of frightening.
What's TTM?
Where are we looking? Oh, third Thursday meeting.
Okay.
See, I keep thinking people will remember by now, but nobody does. I do actually mention it by name.
I know now.
Okay.
So you're going to start doing new
Yeah, while we're here, sure, always. Yep.
Because I came across a few people that
Some newbie people.
new people that would say, hey,
And I started posting on the Telegram and on Facebook. Oh, there's one coming out tonight. That'll be about dollar cost averaging. Before that, it was like, I can't remember. There's a blockchain, wallet, all the basics, you know.
you're busy on that CryptoNutz channel.
No, you got to keep it moving.
Constantly posting.
Sure.
Twice, 3 times a day.
No, once a day. Seems like twice, 3 times a day. Once in a while, twice if I've got some extra information. But yeah, if I learn something new, I will post about it. Other than that, it's pretty much once a day. The goal has been once a day.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're not turning into him.
No.
You're not standing here just talking like him.
like the white guy or the peanut?
The peanut.
Oh.
But I'm starting to figure, I kind of halfway figured that he'd be in Arizona just working out like a dog and he just... You come back like that orange that...
I did, you can't tell? No, the only thing I've been working was the whiskey.
That one arm.
You know, that American whiskey, man, it's so cheap. And by the way, I bought Canadian. Like, you know, I was in America, but I was buying Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
A giant jug of Royal Reserve, which is guaranteed 100% Canadian, like 18 bucks. I think it was 18 bucks. Oh no, it was 11 bucks. 11 bucks American, so $50 Canadian, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
11 bucks American, though, that is only about $15 or $16 Canadian. So yeah, that's why a lot of these things get pulled over on people in the States, is they're so drunk they don't know what's going on because the booze is so cheap. Case of beer, oh my God, Stacy and I couldn't believe it.
A
30 pack of Miller, which is really good beer no matter where you buy it. What? How much? 17 bucks American. It's about $21 Canadian. We just spent $30 to buy a 12 pack. So now you know why Americans are so happy all the time. They're not happy, they're just drunk. Okay, so we're going to do some of our stuff like we normally do, and it's going to be pretty informal, nothing really earth-shattering here, but a lot has happened in 4.5 months. Like, oh my God, 4.5 months. Like, it's gone up, it's gone down, and it's gone back up again. So, and now we're poised for some really, really cool stuff that's going to happen over the next little while. And I'm going to be posting a lot of this stuff. If you guys want to keep track of this through the Telegram channel, I'll post that up in the YouTube video and stuff like that. But through the Telegram channel, I've been posting technical analysis every single day about Bitcoin. Once in a while, I will post something about an altcoin if it... I think I did ETH maybe once, but it's really hard with the altcoins right now because there's so much volatility, and you're going to see that a little bit later. We're going to talk about that a little bit. The volatility in altcoins right now is terrifying. Like, really, don't buy altcoins. I know that sounds like crazy because we've been the full circle with altcoins, but right now is the only thing you should be buying right now is Bitcoin, because the ratios are going to get staggering over the next little while as Bitcoin goes crazy and all the rest of them are going to just tank. I mean, there's always going to be special cases. There's going to be memes that are going to skyrocket and all that kind of stuff, but overall, most altcoins are scheduled for
Extinction.
the toilet. I mean, really. I've been a bag holder for so long now. Like, my bags are withered. Some of these ones that were earth-shattering years ago. Remember, Wayne, when we first started some of these meetings? Oh my God, there was that one guy who had 2 master nodes of Dash. And at the time, each master node was worth $1 million. So $2 million, that's worth about, what, $6 grand now? I don't think he sold any of them.
They've taken it off Trezor now.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
you cannot even get Dash on Trezor anymore. I know, that's frightening, right?
It is. Wow.
And this is one of the things that we never thought would happen with crypto, but it did. Like the privacy concentric coins like XMR, Dash, some of the others that really protected you, well, the government went after them so hard that they pretty much made them non-existent.
Really?
One of the popular things about Bitcoin is that it can be tracked and traced. Our government loves to track and trace things. So, you know, Bitcoin's great for that because you got a fantastic blockchain that's immutable, that anybody can look up any transaction you've done any time in your life. You can look at those transactions, you can see what the price of Bitcoin was at that time, what you transferred, what happened, but that's the kind of thing they want. So privacy coins, yeah, they kind of tanked. They were like amazing. We all thought like privacy coins were going to be like, you know, that was going to be it. Like Zcash, don't even talk about that. I cashed 4.5 Bitcoin to buy us our Zcash that we still own that's worth about $4,000.
That's what I was.
4.5 Bitcoin to shore up our Zcash. Like this is the terror tale about altcoins, and you know, feel my pain, understand the Bitcoin that went towards all of this shit. And this is still happening now. I can't believe it. I still hear new users and people saying, oh, have you heard about this coin? Boink coin? Like, oh my God. Seriously? Like, holy crap. These coins are like, and people are thinking they're going to make money at them.
10,000 a day are being created.
I know.
Wow.
It's insane.
10,000 a day.
I didn't be black.
Okay.
Some of them don't last down there.
No, I was on holidays. Whiskey, sunshine, that's about it, yeah. No, I didn't do much down there. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was heavily involved in programming and doing some of the AI work that I've been involved in for a little while now. And some of you, if you're following some of the stuff that I've been posting, will see some changes to the AI over the next little while. And some stuff will be coming up that'll be available for people as well. But there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Yeah, we've been down in Arizona since December. About December 15th is when we went down, I think. So that's like 4.5 months. So quite a bit has gone on in crypto. So I thought the best thing to do for this meetup would be to bring all you guys up to date on all the things that happen through crypto. And then we'll do a technical analysis on Bitcoin because, again, as I mentioned earlier, it's really the only token that you should be buying right now. And we'll see where it's looking at going. And some of the work that I've been doing with the AI, he's becoming very, very skilled at technical analysis. And I would put him at par with pretty much any of the heavy-duty crypto influencers out there. He's just as good. I follow their channels and I look and see what he's saying, and it's pretty much the same stuff. So like we have our own expert that tells us what's going on and what, you know, so we kind of know what's going to happen ahead of time. And if you look at what I'm posting every day, you still start looking at these numbers and see what's happening, you'll start understanding patterns and you'll start knowing what to do. And that's sort of the objective of that whole thing, is to actually know what to do, because nobody knows what to do. It's like, it's gotten so popular that when we first started doing this, holy man, it was like, I don't think we really anticipated getting to this kind of level of popularity, like where, you know, huge ETFs are taking it on, and the largest companies in the world are now investing billions of dollars, and countries are using it as their currency, and like, holy crap. We're already there, by the way. And yet the funny thing is, the same thing back then, we're just at the beginning. We're literally just at the beginning. I had this guy say to me the other day, he said, oh, are you still involved in that Bitcoin thing? And it's like, yeah, still do it once in a while. It's a pretty good thing. And it's like, you know, do you invest in that? And yep, every single month, whatever extra cash that we have, you know, if we're not spending it down in Arizona, we'll buy a little extra Bitcoin. And over the course of a year, 2 years, 3 years, that becomes a shit ton of money, because it keeps going up in value as our dollar keeps going down in value. And I can't even stress how much of a difference that is, and what that really, how that makes a difference to an average everyday person. A couple $100 a month is all you got to do. It's not a huge amount of money. Cut back on a few things here and there. Don't buy quite as much of that really high-end whiskey. Buy the cheap stuff, and, you know, put that money into Bitcoin. You know, if we could only get the Royal Reserve here, I'd be able to put way more into Bitcoin. All right. So let's look at some of the stuff that happened. Bitcoin price. Oh my God. Do you guys remember like when we left? 135,000 Canadian Bitcoin was at? It was at around, what was it? 81,000 USD. Oh no, 100K USD. Around 135K Canadian because we were only at 1.35 then. Which I guess we're kind of getting back there again now. We're at about 1.38 right now. So our dollar is gaining in value as the value of the US dollar goes down a little bit because of all these tariffs. Our dollar's getting stronger. Yeehaw! Okay, so that pump really was mostly because of the ETFs. The ETFs were coming online. Everybody was excited about it, and that caused the pump. Not just the ETFs, but institutional buying as well. You know, MicroStrategy, BlackRock, like these are like I can't remember, does anybody remember what the amount of money that BlackRock holds? It's in the trillions, isn't it? It's like trillions and trillions of dollars. Like, almost at 1 million Bitcoin? Okay, there you go. So they've got more than anybody now. And that's not going to change. The biggest guys are going, the other guys are going to go eventually. It's just a matter of time. Some of this has been artificially manipulated to keep the price low so that they can get their positions in. Once they get their positions in, everybody's going to be left out. So I had this conversation with quite a few people over the last little while. You've got a limited window right now to leverage in what you can afford to, get yourself some Bitcoin, and just have fun with this ride, because this next ride is going to be a really good one. We're going to $1 million with Bitcoin. It may take 3 years, may take 5 years, may take 7 years, but I would bet serious money that it's not going to be more than 7 years before you see $1 million Bitcoin. So that means if you can accumulate one, you got $1 million. And let's face it, you don't have to pay property tax. You don't have to pay tax on it while you hold it. Now, if you buy it for one price and sell it for a much higher price, it's capital gains, and you're supposed to pay your tax on that. So you should do that. But let's face it, what other asset that you have out there could even come close, right? What could? There's nothing out there that I know of. So in April, we had some stuff happen. I think I can start coming into this now. Yeah. So in April, we started having the correction, and it went down a lot. It went down to 78K USD. And let's face it, right now, we're going down from 100 down to 78. That's a pretty major drop. I think we're doing, yeah, okay. That's what we're going to break down in the meeting. That's more just stuff for people to look at so they don't have to look at me if they don't want to. That's really all that's about. And I think I got it up there too. Yeah, you got it there. Okay, good stuff. All right, so it pulled back, 78K US, about 105,000 Canadian. I wish we could buy it at that now. Those days are done already, never to come back again. Even at that point, I still can't believe it. After all these years, people are saying to me, so you think that's it? What's it? What do you mean, that's it? Well, I guess it's gonna go down to nothing now, right? It's like, we heard that at $300, we heard it at 1,000, we heard it at 10,000, we heard it at 2,000. Like, it's not going anywhere, it's just getting more valuable because our dollar is getting to be worthless. And now the US is following, and their dollar is getting to be worthless. So Bitcoin is done really well against the US dollar in this economic uncertainty that we've just faced. Like, it has done extremely well, probably better than anybody anticipated it would. Everybody thought that when this crisis hit, that would be it. Bitcoin would tank, it would go down to nothing. Didn't happen. Why didn't it happen? Because we've done that 1 million times already. We're not fazed by anything anymore. Like, people who hold Bitcoin, they just laugh at this stuff. And they say, oh my God, the sale is on. Let's get some more. That's really all it is. It's just a time to buy some more. So if you did, congratulations. If you got it when it was down around the 78,000 US, 105 Canadian, congratulations. It's not going back there again. But you're still not too bad, even right now. Our current price right now, and I ran this earlier, so it might not be 100% right, but we're looking at about 85,000 US and about 114,000 Canadian. So we're still not too bad. Like, we're up a bit, and sure, it's going to drop down maybe again, and it's going to go up again. It's fluctuating between, say, 114 and 117,000 Canadian right now, but that's just a limited window. Within about another 3 to 4 months, changes are going to happen, and then everybody will just be complaining. It's like that meme that you see all the time, where the price of Bitcoin, when it's at 50,000, there's nobody at the window. It's at 100,000, it's lined up around the block. And that's what's happening. So don't be one of those people that waits till it's gone up and buy it high and have to wait another 2 or 3 years before it goes down again. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. Wayne has done a fantastic presentation on dollar cost averaging, which I think probably should be updated and done again, because that is something that you can never hammer people enough with the dollar cost averaging. That's just the way for an average person to do really well and to get ahead in life. Pardon me, because buying, traditional kind of investments, unless you get really lucky, odds are you're not going to make much money and you're not going to get ahead in life. So we've got a few volatility things that we're looking to happen over the next little while. I should make sure that we're up to that. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to have that one on there. So if you want to read everything I just said, that's right there right now. Okay. And there are a few volatility drivers. The Fed interest rate, like what happens with the Fed right now in the United States. If Trump keeps tanking their economy, the Fed's going to lower the interest rates. And if that happens, Bitcoin might go down. You might get that buying opportunity again, but I'm still not seeing that as likely. Global regulations. There's a lot of regulations that are coming into Bitcoin right now. Like Bitcoin is getting actual laws applied to it, which, for your true crypto pirate, that sounds awful. But in actuality, these are really, really good news. Like when laws start getting applied by countries, that means that countries start investing into these tokens. And US has done some amazing things, which I'm going to touch on in just a little bit. So I won't talk about that right now. But if Canada follows suit, we're going to see some really positive changes to crypto.
Then we're going into the next step of adoption, right?
Exactly. Country adoption.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we've got we've got something that happens every time with crypto, the all-time high blues, right? And that's what happens. We hit that all-time high, and then everybody gets depressed because it goes down by 10%. Like, those of us that have been in since 300 bucks, you've seen so many times this cycle has happened that you just go, oh my God, come on, let's just get to the next stage of this. So we've got a bit of a cool off happening because of the all-time highs. And that's part of the reason why people aren't buying, because they bought in at a very high price and they're waiting till it gets back to where it was, and then they're going to start leveraging in more money. And some of these people are very, very wealthy people, but they're thinking of it like traditional kind of investing, like stocks and bonds and things like that. And when they see those kind of drops, they just they don't know what to do. So it's like, well, I don't want to sell it because I keep hearing it's good, but I'm not buying any more till it gets expensive again. And that's what'll happen. You watch and see. Once crypto goes back up to its all-time high, the amount of people that leverage in at that point will be staggering. It'll be like the grandmothers will be talking about it. They'll be saying, should I be buying Bitcoin? Well, my sister did. My sister asked me, she said, should I be buying Bitcoin? So now you know. And no, the younger one. But when they start asking you things like that, when people that aren't involved in this start getting into their consciousness, they start saying, hey, should I be buying this? That's when we're going to hit that big adoption where the average person goes in. No matter how many BlackRocks and all these huge companies that there are out there, when they leverage in, it's great and it makes things happen and all this. The average people, when the average people start putting in, the growth rate's exponential. It's not even close to what happens with the large institutions and things like that, because it's actually a lot more money and it's more of a social movement then. We still haven't hit that phase, but it's really coming. It's coming really, really soon. Well, let's see if I can get to that next part now.
As soon as those
Okay.
BNUTZ come in.
Well, let's hope that people don't fall for that one.
Oh, I
The
know.
CBDCs are nasty stuff. I don't even have that in my presentation at all.
I think Canadians are too stupid.
Anybody need a chocolate?
Sure.
What kind? We've got Wonder Bars,
Coffee crisp.
Twix,
Coffee crisp for me.
Coffee Crisp for you. Okay, Coffee Crisp it is. Yeah, okay. There we go. See, pretty good. Oh, shit, that one will have to be for me.
I'll take the ground.
Okay, take the grounder. There you go. Anybody else? Okay, there we go.
Where's the rest of them?
They're all here,
Oh, okay.
except for the ones I like. Okay, one more.
A yellow one.
Coffee Crisp.
Feed the peasants. Feed the peasants.
Anybody else? Wayne needs a Wunderbar.
I got one.
Oh, you got a Wunderbar. Okay, you get a Wunderbar then. Stacy, do you want one? Want a Snickers? I'll give you one anyway.
I don't want one.
There, Andre got one. Did you get one? Do you want one? Snickers.
Sure.
Okay, Snickers. They're very satisfying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you end up reading that MicroStrategies business plan or?
No, it looked really good too. I meant to bring that. Did you bring it?
From Wealth Simple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the whole MicroStrategy proposal on what they're doing with their crypto investments. It's like thick. Yeah, I'm gonna have the AI analyze it, and I'll put a synopsis up there for everyone.
Did you read it, Lynn?
I went through it, yeah.
So how much are they holding now of Bitcoin, do you know?
Looked it up, 166,000.
I thought it was more. I thought it was 251,000. You said.
They're trying to keep up with BlackRock, so.
Every time we say it, it's a different number, and I can't remember any of them. We've gone beyond that 30-second rule.
I know. It could be anything.
Okay, so we'll start the technical analysis, and the technical analysis is not me, it's BNUTZ that does these technical analysis, because I found some very high-level technical analysis bots that I incorporated some of the programming into him, so he's got some pretty good chops when it comes to this. And the support levels that we're looking at right now, which I put up here, is 81,000 Canadian, about 109,000 Canadian, and this has been strong. Like, this base has been strong. It'll stay at this 81,000 level for, like, as long as it stays above that, we've got no issues. If it goes below that, that's where the problems start happening. So this demand base has been tested multiple times, and it's always rebounded back to there. As soon as it gets close to that, it rebounds back. So that's one of the ones to watch, that 81,000 and 78,000 USD. That 78,000 is a psychological post. It's a previous all-time high. So sometimes what they'll do is the previous all-time highs will create a psychological barrier for people, especially people that trade every day. So that is one of them. That's the 78,000. And let's see, the resistance levels. So for us to go higher, for it to start doing better, that's where we're at over here. It's got to hit a little higher yet. It's got to get up to about, I want to make sure it's got the same numbers as I do here, because the AI is nasty for doing that to me sometimes. Okay, yeah, it's exact same numbers. So the resistance levels, 85.5, and we're right at, what did we say, about 83,000 right now? 84. So 85.5, there's our first resistance. If it can push past that, it's going to keep going, because that's a testing. That's a testing point where it starts testing that number. And if it hits that, starts getting close to that, watch for some movement. Now, if it goes past the 85.5 and hits 88, that's where it should tank. It should go back down after that, because that one there is a historical rejection number. Like, when the traders are trading, and I mean, when I say traders, I'm not just talking like people like us that are out there trading. I'm talking these huge companies that are doing this and putting huge amounts in there. When they start hitting that, that's a historical rejection area. So it's going to happen that they're going to take their profits then, and they don't care, because it's just about profit, and they're moving huge amounts. So it makes a big difference, and it starts creating fluctuations in the market. And now when we hit that 91.7, 123,000 Canadian, watch out, because that's when the lid's going to blow off completely. And right now, some of the indicators are looking, well, RSI is neutral. It's at about 52. If it gets around 55, 60, that's when it's going to start taking off again. And the MACD has been flattening. So it's still a little bearish, but it's looking like it's going to come out of that over the next little while.
What's MACD?
No idea. That's
Moving average, divergence, divergence.
there you go. I just know the acronym. I didn't know the words. Moving average convergence. Divergence. Convergence, divergence. Yeah. Oh, actually, he said that right here. The moving average convergence, divergence is bullish, but it's flattening. Yeah, absolutely. You're getting a crisp. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, the red one out front.
You're not gonna get my car, man. Okay. So some of the stuff that we're going to cover with the headlines is in here, but I do have some stuff which I don't think I can show you yet. It's kind of weird. I got this kind of mixed up here. Okay, I did. Well, I'm on major headlines, but we're going to look at some of the charts just a little bit later. I created a couple of charts showing some of this stuff and showing where things are going to happen. But this is, oh no, that's not it. I'm getting too far ahead. Okay, this is where we're going to, the major headlines since December 2024. So, Trump unleashes crypto in America. So